Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. General reading for you. Bit of career, bit of finances, bit of relationships. Let's see what's going on with you. For a start off, you've got a hill to climb, okay, in your career. You have taken, I'm kind of getting some of you have taken some financial losses, hits, perhaps an unexpected tax bill. But what I'm getting here is that where there's a downward spiral, there's also an upward spiral. It's like the Wheel of Fortune energy is going on with your career at the moment. All right. Your work does have potential for advancement. All right. But it's also a bit stagnated at the moment. I'm kind of getting where if you was working for yourself, there's been some growth. The question is, if you get into like a groove and you expect that growth to continue and then all of a sudden stagnated, there's a drop in sales or a drop in clients, it starts to worry you a bit. But what I'm seeing now is what this card is saying is persevere with it a little while longer, but that doesn't mean, pile money into what is kind of going to be a white elephant, so to speak. Okay. I'm kind of getting here for some of you, you may have been doing a work or a job that, sorry, a career or a job, working for yourself, working for other people for such a long time. It's hard to get out of that groove. Okay. But if you know something isn't working, it's a kind of like the need to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay. But only if you need to. With this, if you do feel you need to move on, unless you've got a lot of money in the bank and got some financial backing to carry over a transitional period, then this is kind of saying, look, don't give up your job if you've got nothing to go to. It's like try to put something else in place first. All right. There's no sudden jolts with this. You're in a kind of a fluctuating energy at the moment, especially where finances and career are involved. I'm seeing you pulling yourself out of it though. It might seem like there's staircase a long haul, an uphill struggle, but when you get to that floor above, it's a great view. Good. Even the lull times even in this business, there's been, weeks where it just sort of drops certain times of the year, even for us tarot readers, and as long as you make preparations for it, you can carry. But if you're living to your limits, you're used to a certain lifestyle and you're living to your limits. This card is saying it might be time for you to reconsider the way you approach your living. And yes, some of you I know are talking, you're already on rock bottom. Okay. But what I'm getting here is whatever situation you're in, with a little bit of effort, it will change. Okay. So I'm picking up here for some of you an unexpected bill. Your finances take a sudden hit. Okay. But it's possible here to recover that. It's going to require patience, it's going to require effort, and it's going to require time. Okay, there's certain aspects about your situation you can't resolve instantly. So it's a question of whether there's a karmic lesson there, like we all have to, is learn a bit of patience. Mm-hmm. There's that famous company where you pay a little bit of a fee and they say, okay, it can be here next day. The universe doesn't work like that. Okay. So it's a question of patience here. Let's see who you're dealing with in relationships. See who you're dealing with in relationships. You have the Moon card, Pisces energy. Oh, there's a lot of unknown factors here. This person is keeping things from you. They're coming up with some great ideas in a relationship with you. But it depends on certain factors. They're a little bit of afraid. I'm kind of getting if you're dealing with somebody who you've parted company from, not necessarily an ex, but just somebody you've parted from. All right. There is certain barriers between you and this person that at the moment just can't be resolved. It's like you are, despite your feelings for this person, because what I'm picking here is there is feelings between you two, but I'm kind of getting you at the moment are being very independent, you're being very standoffish, you're being very logical, you're looking at this person, Pisces energy is all about emotions, emotional decisions, emotional pathways opening up, but not everything's clear yet, and you're saying to yourself, well, despite my feelings, I've got to be logical, I've got to take a logical and practical approach to this. And you're on the point of if you deem this is not good for your well-being, you're going to cut it. That's what I'm getting anyway. If this person doesn't come clear, make things clear, I'm picking up some kind of time in here. 7 days, 7 weeks, whatever that means to you. This person you're dealing with is actually standing their ground. Okay, they are afraid at the moment. They're being very persistent they could have even blocked you, okay, and they're being very standoffish at the moment. But their intentions, all right, full card is a fresh start, okay, a much more light-hearted approach. They want a balanced relationship with you. They're hoping you'll understand where they come from. They want to understand where you're coming from. And it's a question of is there the willingness to find some way forward? I'm picking up here one last attempt. This person is letting go of, I don't know, they were living to some kind of real tight regime. They're kind of relaxing more. I'm kind of getting they are coming to the conclusion that they may have been too harsh. Ooh. It's like they're in a position with work and finances, okay, where there's a lot of dependence. Maybe you two work together, I don't know, but there's a lot of responsibility here. This person is kind of like doesn't want to take on the extra responsibility. All right. They intend to build something with you. They want to work with you. They want to cooperate, but they're very tentative. They want to put the past hurts behind them. Whether this is a new relationship or an old, this is all about working together and putting past hurts behind, past rejections behind. They're very tentative with their feelings. They're holding back. Okay, Page of Cups. So there is a third party involved there. All right. But they want things to change. It's like they want to see to certain aspects in their life before they come forward to you. I'm kind of getting finances are a big thing. Most likely way forward is the Emperor. This is a deepening of the relationship, but it's not just jumping in. This person is resisting just jumping in despite their feelings. They don't want to disclose everything about themselves. They're being very secretive at the moment. All right. So they had a way of life where they were with you, where they didn't really want to commit, but there's a lot of self-restraint here. Sagittarius, Aries, oh dear, I'm picking up Aquarius energy. They want to be the one to take the initiative. Okay. I'm picking up this come see, commissar, easy come, easy go energy around this person. I'm getting here that they probably suffered a financial loss or lost their job. I'm picking up here losing their job. But they certainly, yeah, they want to make something of it. They do. This is a question of being much more open-minded and saying, okay, can we do this? Well, I'm getting here that there's been this juggling energy between you two. They're detaching from somebody, okay? They're approaching you in a very, very tentative order. It's like they're dropping this protocol that they're following and being spontaneous. I'm picking up a recovery here on getting you two getting back together under certain conditions. There's this like acceptance energy between you two. We'll get to the point though where you come into your power, because this is your card, Libra. You might be dealing with an Aries, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, you might be dealing with an Aquarian, you might be dealing with all three. It's like all at once. And you'll think, ooh. But I'm picking up this kind of shared responsibility energy going forward. Okay, because the Emperor to me is all about responsibility. It's like this person carries a heavy load, perhaps in their work or in their private life. You too, you maybe both are mirroring each other here, but I'm kind of getting here this similarity between you two, and this kind of saying, okay, are we willing to take this on and take responsibility for what's about to come? You know, as far as losses go, walking away from your present situations, being together, but there's some kind of legal issue going on here. If you're waiting for a legal decision in your situation, I'm getting a yes, but there might have to be some compromises. Okay, somebody here in the past was refusing to compromise, refusing to give way. So if you're in a divorce, that I'm not giving way, this is what I want, is now a more relaxed thing and say, okay, it's let's do this, but you know, it's kind of like a settlement here, an agreement between you two, reducing the collateral damage, reducing, trying to figure the best way going forward, so a lot of people don't get hurt in this, because I'm getting a bit of a complicated situation. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching.